wait, what's up, watchers? Welcome back. It's good to see you all again. I hope you all were having a good day, and if you live in Ontario, that you didn't— oh, what the fuck is that? Just a second. Why did I have a timer set? Hello? Alright, great start, great start. But yeah, hope no one got hit by a fucking tornado today, because, good God, I got 3 separate warnings. The government was like, you need to make sure that you know there's a tornado! So, literally, I woke up this morning, yeah, tornado. It was, I don't know if it actually happened. There was like a warning going out, starting from, I would say, like, around, like, 11 or 10 this morning. And, then there was another one at, like, 1 or 2. And then another one around 4. It's like, oh, cool. I had some great plans today. Woke up at 3 a.m. this morning and a bat was flying around my room. Oh, no! That sucks. I mean, on one hand, bats are funny little guys, but on the other hand, you know, they carry rabies. I don't like that. See, you only got the first warning? Damn. I mean, we do live pretty far apart, so makes sense. You were probably a little further away from the tornado bullshit than I was, but yeah, it was bad today. Like, I looked outside because originally I had all kinds of plans for today. I was like, okay, because I didn't know that there was going to be, like, a big storm today. I wasn't paying attention to the weather. So I was like, okay, it's going to be great. I'm going to take a walk to the gym. I'm going to exercise. And then I'm going to go home. I'm going to take care of my chores and job hunting. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to find a nice park because it's actually a decent temperature for once. And I'm going to fucking just, like, write for 3-4 hours. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna get so much fresh air. I'm going to touch grass. And then I wake up, and the wind looked like it was going to take the branches off of the trees outside of my apartment building. And then, after a little while, I was like, oh fuck, wait a minute. Why is my apartment so dark? Like, it literally got to the point where, it was so dark outside with the clouds and shit, that in my bedroom, it looked like it was, I would say, 8 or 9 at night. It was insane. So I was like, okay, we're doing nothing today. So, yeah, that's my life. Anyways, I forgot to say hello to everyone. Hello, Life. Hello, Gambit. They do need GIF emotes on YouTube so bad. I want to add a little emote of me doing a stupid little dance. I should do that one GIF, you know, the Spider-Man dance. Let me see if I can find it. Everyone should know the Spider-Man dance GIF, but I mean, if you don't, you're about to become one of today's lucky 10,000. Here, just one moment. I'm going to just add this to the layout. Does that support GIF? It does. Okay, cool. Add a new source. Spider-Man. And now find GIF. Spider-Man. This one! This could be me! But no, YouTube has to be cowards. Alright, I gotta catch up on chat. Oh no, hello Val! Welcome to the stream! Steins Gatelight Gas— wait, that's not it, that— Steins Gatekeep Gaslight Girl Boss! What's wrong with my brain? That ain't the Spider-Man 3 dance. It is not. I mean, I could also have one of me doing the Spider-Man 3 dance. I was thinking of this one because it's like full body and it's dancing to anything. That's the Spider-Man gif where it's like, you put it with any song and it looks like he's dancing along to it perfectly. It's great. That thing is iconic. But yeah, okay, so I saw a video of it touching down. Oh, damn. Yeah, it's, crazy shit. I feel like we've had a lot of tornado warnings in Canada, or at least in Ontario. over the last couple of years. Like, I'm pretty sure there were a few last year, too. Sorry, I got distracted by looking at chat. Oh, no! I don't know how well it would work because emojis are small. I mean, you would still get the point across, right? Or I could just do Marge Simpson crumping. That's a possibility, too. Oh, man. That reminds me of plans that I have to work on. But, also started raining. I also started painting the deck again today, and then it started to rain. No! You're just having the worst luck today, life. That sucks. It was supposed to be clear today. Damn. Hi, Logan. I'm back at my house after 4 days of staying with my mom and grandparents. Hell yeah. It was so good to sleep in my own bed. Oh, I feel that. Every time that I go home and visit my parents, like, they always make sure that I have, like, fresh bed sheets, fresh, like, blankets, you know, they make sure everything is nicely washed, even though, like, when me and my brother aren't using the guest bedroom, like, no one goes in there, so, I don't know how, necessary it is, but when it comes to, like, sleeping at home, something about the beds is just, like, it's not the same. You get used to sleeping in your own bed, and it becomes hard to sleep anywhere else. That's a good one, the Marge Simpson crumping. Yes. I've got to figure that out. I've got to figure out, like, some stuff, because, okay. Oh, hi, Souls. Welcome to the stream. I do have some plans for things. Oh, are we gonna watch a video this soon? Vesta, don't fucking step on the power button, please, please, please. Thank you. This tiny little cat could ruin the entire stream. Okay, you gotta move. I'm sorry. I like you being here. You have to move. Please. Please, don't scare me like this. Don't scare me like this, thank you. Cats are adorable jerks. She is. How's your weather? At the moment, it's okay. Like, the sun is out, which kind of sucks because, like, literally the sun came out, I would say, like, an hour before the stream started, and I'm like, fuck, you couldn't have done that 2 hours ago? You couldn't have done that 2 hours ago so I could have gone to the gym at least? Ah, well. I can go tomorrow. It's fine. You have 3 cats. Hell yeah. Cats are good. They can be jerks, but they're also very good. But yeah, I will show you Marge Simpson crumping. My other monitor is on the fritz at the moment. Let me just, there we go. It's back. Okay, let's, okay, first off, we gotta go to this screen. And then, here, let me get, the screen capture set up. Oh! So you guys get to see, where I got the picture for the, stream link on Twitter today. Here, let me just, Oh, it's spelt wrong. Okay. Yeah, it's this one.
I'll crump with you, sweetie pie.
Wait, will I get in trouble for watching The Simpsons on stream? Here, I'll mute it. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. This could be my dance emoji. Just a loop of this. Screw it. Send it. No, I muted it. It's all good. Okay, so we're gonna turn off the screen capture because right now we're getting a little bit of streamception here. Let me just turn that shit off. What did I just see? You just saw Marge Simpson crumping. I don't have to explain any further. Anyways, we're on this screen anyways. We might as well just start playing Steins Gate. So, last time, we got a lot of insight into Suzuha as a character because she is kind of like a different character this time to how she was in the first game. Very slightly, like, she's still the same person deep down, but, like, she lived a very different life to the Suzuha that we met in Steins Gate 1. So, it's interesting to see her perspective on all of this. We also got a little more, we got to see, like, Okabe, we got to see how Mayuri is with her friends. We also got to see Mayuri's friends, which is awesome. I mean, considering that they all have, talk sprites, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna become more relevant in the rest of the game. I could have gone my whole life without seeing that and being happier for it. Thanks, Nova. You're welcome! And so yeah, so last we left off, we were switching to Maho's perspective, and I will say I really like that this game isn't just like, we're not shackled to Okabe's perspective. We get to see everyone else's viewpoints on what's going on and just like how they think things should go from here on out. Maho! Yes, our girl! So I guess we should just jump into it. I'm still not over this fucking system where it's like, oh yeah, quick load is only for quick saves and load is only for real saves. It's dumb. Alright. Epic Maho. Epic Maho moment number, 3, 4? How many times have we seen Maho at this point? Oh, well, let's get into this. Maho Hyajo was fidgeting. Hyajo? I don't remember how to pronounce it. I think it's Hyajo. She knew exactly why, but she still didn't want to admit it.
Maho, 準備はできたかい?
はい。
Cool to see Leskinen again too. It's been a while. He did show up whenever we met with Amadeus Kurisu for the first time. Okay. Still, it has been a whole stream since we've seen this man. She awkwardly stood up from the chair as Dr. Leskinen spoke to her. Did you see about Burger King in Thailand? I did not. What happened with Burger King in Thailand? Or is it just going to Thailand? Because that'd be excited too. Did some research into my adventures with Superman, and apparently they based their design for Jor-El, Superman's biological father, on Big Boss from Metal Gear Solid. That's awesome. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, I read that line. I read that line. I got distracted by Big Boss is Superman's dad.
何ですか?
少しはおめかしするかと思ったんだが、魔法はマイペースだね。
He even has the eye patch. That's amazing. Dr. Leskinen stared at her for a moment, then spoke. It was obvious he was referring to her outfit.
この前みたいにパーティーに出席するわけじゃないんですから。
あの時だって白衣のままだったじゃないか。
あれは服を忘れたんです。
そうだったね。
Dr. Leskinen was wearing his translator all the time these days. In fact, he had actually told Maho to talk to him in Japanese.
さて、クリスとリンタロウはどういう関係を築いているかな? 会うのが楽しみだよ。
Maho and Dr. Leskinen were about to head into Tokyo proper. There, they were to meet Rintaro Okabe. It had been 2 weeks. I love the series already. But now who okayed that decision needs to get the biggest raise. Oh, it made a burger called the Real Cheeseburger. With a burger bun and using 20 slices of cheese? Huh? They just made a new kind of grilled cheese. It's not even grilled! That's just cheese! Oh, no, I thought of the best name. Call it the Big Cheese. They should hire me to be on their advertising department. Actually, that goes for every company. Not every company all at once, but like any company should hire me. It had been 2 weeks since they'd first asked him to test Amadeus. It was time for the first report. Of course, that was the reason Maho was fidgeting. She was nervous to meet Okabe. No, to see Kurisu for the first time in quite a while. Of course, Maho was able to talk to Kurisu anytime she wanted, but since she'd asked Okabe to be a tester, she tried to avoid doing so as much as possible. It's a cheeseburger minus the burger, so it's a cheese! Okay, I'm from Wisconsin, so I love me some cheese, but even I think that's too much cheese. That is just cheese. That is, you are just eating straight cheese with a side of bread. It's like a fucking charcuterie bullshit. But bigger. She didn't want her conversations to add any extra noise.
教授、出発する前に一つ聞いても。
なんなるいと。
なぜ岡部さんなんですか？
Maho had wanted to ask Dr. Leskinen that for a long time. If she was going to ask it, though, now was the time. Dr. Leskinen thought for a minute.
嫉妬しているのかい、マホ。
それは。
She felt heat flush her face. In other words, he was right. Yeah, she was jealous of Okabe. Not that she wanted to admit it. Where's the burger with that cheese? If there... It could just be cheese. Like, what's the point of getting a burger if it's just cheese? I want the meats.
正直納得はしていません。クリスの話し相手なら他にも適任がいたはずです。
例えば君とか。
そうは言いません。私はクリスともアマデウスとも近すぎますから。
リンタロウはいい青年だよ。
本気でそう信じているなら教授はお人よしです。人の本質を一度会っただけで理解することなんて不可能ですよ。もし彼が私たちに隠れて他の研究者にアマデウスを売り渡してしまったら、最初はそのつもりはなかったとしてもお金を前にしたら気持ちが揺らぐことだってあります。それが人間というものです。
仮にリンタロウがアマデウスを売ったとしよう。それでどうなるかな？アクセス権を手に入れた何者かはクリスと仲良くなってアマデウスそのものを乗っ取ったりできるかな？
それは。
Maho asked herself the question and then realized the chance was almost zero.
ありえません。
So that's why they were like so lenient with just like, hey kid, I met you today, how about you test out our super secret AI project? Because they knew that like no one else would be able to fucking use it.
そうありえない。なぜならそんな事態になればクリスの方が対話を拒否するだろうからね。アマデウスはそういう意味でとても面倒くさいシステムだよ。なかなかこちらの思い通りには動いてくれない。もちろんアマデウスが説得される可能性もあるだろうけれど、そのために私はモデルとなる人格にクリスとマホを選んだとも言えるわけでね。
Dr. Leskinen gave her a mischievous wink.
私もクリスも気難しいですからね。そうやすやすと説得はされないでしょう。
The way he talks in Japanese is so weird, like it sounds artificial, you know, like a robot. I'm pretty sure that's because of like the translation device that he's using, right? Either that or it's just because he's not a native speaker. He's talking through a translator? Okay. I figured, but like because it's not on his sprite at all, for a second I was like, oh, is that just for him to be able to understand people around him, or is that what he talks through? Okay. She knew he was teasing her, so she decided to say it.
いかにも君たちは本当に容赦ない。これぞ最強のセキュリティだよ。
けなされているように聞こえるんですが。
君たちは我が研究室が誇る最強のレディーさ。
Dr. Leskinen laughed happily. He always had a childlike innocence about him.
いずれにせよ、エムディオスの AI は一筋縄ではいかないわけでね。だからこそ面白いとも言える。
I will say, I really do. I want to like Dr. Leskinen, but part of my brain is like the genre savvy part of my brain is like, oh, he might turn out to be evil. Because they're placing like a huge emphasis on like, he's a goofster, he's childish, he's like, you know, he's just a harmless dude. And that would make it even more shocking later if he turned out to be a bad dude. But I mean, again, I'm probably wrong, to be honest. Like I said, it's just the genre savvy part of me that can kind of like see what a plot twist could happen.
そんな彼女たちを身内だけで独占していても進歩はないだろう。エムテウスが劇的な進化を遂げるための起爆剤のようなものがちょうど欲しいと考えていたところなんだ。しかもなるべく研究とは無関係な人物に預けてかった。ウィンターローは聡明だし適任だと思ったんだ。クリスの友人でもあったわけだし。
You've played too much Persona? Funny you should say that, Scarlett. Also, hi. Funny you should say that. I actually haven't touched a Persona game in my life. I've seen like the first 3 hours, like I've seen a Let's Play of the first 3 hours of Persona 3. That is my entire experience with the Persona series. I've actually stayed pretty unspoiled for Persona 5, so maybe I'll play that one someday, but no guarantees. I'm not sure if it'd be my type of game, to be honest. I mean, I like the story aspects. I'm not sure if the gameplay would be for me. I mean, I guess I'd have to try it to see. I'm playing Mega Man Battle Network 3 on Mega Man Battle Network Legacy. Hell yeah!
とりあえず今日の報告次第で判断してもいいんじゃないか。リスがリンターロと過ごしてどう変化したのかを見極めてからだね。私たちが見たことのないような意外な一面を覗かせてくれるかもしれないよ。
はい。
That was what was making her nervous. If Kurisu changed into someone she didn't know, that would make her sad.
そろそろ時間だ。レオ。
Yeah, I guess that is kind of the drawback of trying to train an AI based on a dead person's memories. It's like, the people who know that dead person are probably like, oh god, I hope that she doesn't change too much from how I remember her. Because it kind of feels like that's the last vestige of her left in the world. Maho nodded. Oh, here we go. Already an Okabe's perspective. I called this a meanwhile with Maho, and if we only get like half an hour with her today, I'm gonna be pissed. I walked onto the grounds of Yanabayashi Shrine and quietly took a look around. Several cats were sunbathing beneath the cold winter sky, but there was no sign of anyone else. Lukako wasn't back from school yet. Okay, I could talk to Kurisu without anyone staring at me here. I was supposed to meet up with Dr. Leskinen and Maho after this. Before that happened, I wanted to confirm something with Kurisu. I decided to start the app. Okay? Yes, connect.
ハロー。
話がある。
今日はこの後教授や先輩に会う予定なのよね。その件について。
ああ。
緊張する必要はないんじゃない？基本的にはログを提出して、あとはあんたから見た私がどんな印象だったのか軽く聞かれるぐらいだと思う。
それだ。ログだよ。それを聞きたかった。もしかしてこれまでの会話は。
Oh no, Okabe hasn't been okay in a while.
最初に話したでしょ。私は私以外アクセス不可の領域にログを取っているって聞いてなかった？
それを今回教授とヒアジョーさんに提出するのか。
多分そう。
ということはプライベートのことをお前に喋ろうものならヒアジョーさんやレスキネン教授に筒抜けっていうことか。
Depression arc in full swing. Yeah, this game is just Okabe's depression arc, huh? At least so far.
今更
Yeah, it was a little late. Kurisu and I had been talking for 2 weeks. I should have asked about this when I got the access key for Amadeus.
今日になって気づいたんだ。
It took you this long?
なあ、俺これまでに何かまずいことを話さなかったか。
例えば合コンでろくに女の子と話せなかったこととか。
Wasn't that true in the first game? True, true. This is kind of the continuation of his depression arc. Like, at least at the end of that game, like, at the beginning of the game, he wasn't depressed. That was the Chuny arc. You know what? That's better than what I was gonna say. We're just gonna leave it at that.
実家が八百屋さんなのにナスが嫌いなこととか。
ナスは嫌いなんじゃない。苦手なだけだ。
What does that mean? What do you mean by this, Okabe? If that was all, I didn't really care.
あんたが最初に私と話した時にクリスティーナって呼んだこととか。
それについては忘れてくれ。
人の記憶は曖昧で、時
Operation,
間が経て
I love
ば経つほ
Operation
ど時間
Skull
が入り
Song.
混じるし、物語が付与されていく。その内容がポジティブかネガティブかに関係なく、印象的な言葉しか思い出さないことも多い。それに引きずられて前後の会話の記憶はねじ曲げられていく。
Huh? What was she talking about?
それが悪いことだと言ってるわけじゃない。人の記憶というのはそういうものなんだから。でもアマデウスは人じゃない。まだ研究段階の不完全な AI よ。これは教授たちにとって大きな壁の一つなんだけど、実は人の持つ曖昧さをアマデウスはまだ完全には再現できていない。つまりね、忘れるという脳の高度な機能、それを完璧には模倣できてないってこと。
でも ATF でのレスキネン教授の講演だとアマデウスは不必要なことは忘れてしまうって。
ええ、確かに忘れるわ。けど言ったでしょ、私たちはまるで秘密の日記のようにログを取ってるって。結局その中には全ての情報が残ってしまってるわけ。そしてそれをロードしてくれば忘却したはずのデータは私の記憶に戻ってきてしまう。 OK？
In other words, asking her to forget was a waste of time?
代替案はログを消すことだけど、私にとってログはバックアップだから絶対無理。仮に一箇所だけ消去しても同じ。前後の文脈を参照してその不自然に消去された箇所を自動的に修復してしまう。それでも何とか記憶を改ざんしたいというのなら、大元のプログラムそのものをいじるしかない。
I didn't have that level of access, and I didn't understand how the program worked at all. So basically, until I told Kurisu why I called her Christina, she was going to keep asking. What a pain.
で、どうしてクリスティーナ？
I love that now this is biting
本当
Okabe
に
in
引
the
き
ass.
下がらないな。今すぐ通話を切ってもいいんだぞ。
Like, he teased Kurisu with it for the entirety of the first game, and now he's like, son of a bitch, why did I do that? Yeah, he's still trying to be a normal person.
そうやって逃げたって今説明した通り、私は忘れない。はぐらかされるとかえって気になってしょうがなくなるのよね。それともあえてそうすることで私に構ってほしいっていう合図を送ってる？
てちゃんはお前だろう。こっちが大学の講義を受けてる最中でもお構いなしで連絡してくるくせに。それだけじゃなく LINE でまでコメントしまくってきて。
I mean, we know what this is already. But we might as well look at the Wikipedia entry. Rhine, an instant messaging application developed by Itaru Hashida. Oh, it was developed by Daru in this world? Okay. If both users have it installed, they can communicate with one another via voice and chat. Since it's a privately developed software and isn't available on the internet, right now only Itaru Hashida and his friends and acquaintances use it. It always was. I mean, Daru is a smart guy. He's got other shit wrong with him.
好奇心旺盛すぎる。そんな調子で無邪気に首を突っ込むといつか痛い目を見るぞ。
研究者はそれぐらいじゃないとやっていけないのよ。
She got mad at me.
そんなにクリスティーナの件が気になるなら推論でも立ててみたらどうだ。
一応いくつかの可能性は考えてはみた。
Oh?
聞いて。
Oh? Okay. She's really into this.
可能性その1。あんたはクリスティーナなんちゃらという名前のハリウッド女優が好きである。
Wait, has she always had a chat box? Yes. Also, hi 100th Assassin, welcome to the stream.
自分がハリウッド女優並みの美貌の持ち主だとでも。
見た目は関係ない。同じ名前の人に親近感を持つのと似たような意味よ。
つまりこう言いたいわけか。私は岡部倫太郎から親近感を持たれている。
単なる例え話でしょ。言葉通りに受け止めないで。
冗談だよ。
Whenever I talk to Kurisu, I always wanted to tease her. I needed to watch out.
可能性その2。あんたが昔付き合っていた彼女が外国人でクリスティーナっていう名前だった。これについてはあんたの絶望的な英語力を聞く限り絶対にないわね。
もしかしたら
Just roast the man.
日本語ペラペラの金髪ブロンド美女と付き合っていたかもしれないだろう。
I mean, in today's day and age, definitely.
もしかした
Maybe
ら
not you specifically, though.
沈黙は敗北を認めることと同意よ。
すいません。
可能性その3。オリジナルの私と面識があって直接あるいは間接的にそう呼んでいた。これも確率低いでしょうね。そんな風に呼ばれたら私ならこう答える。ティーナってつけるな。
You think Okabe could file the names off and sell the events of the two games? Oh yeah, like what if in universe these games came out, like he just changed like the names, like Rintaro Okabe is not his actual name, he like changed everyone's names to be a little bit different and just like made bank on visual novels. Hell, Daru would have helped him out with it. Yeah, that was exactly right. That's exactly what Kurisu said. But I didn't stop, because...
照れくさかったんだ。
The genius named Kurisu Makise was the person I always wanted to be.
どういうこと？
素直に名前を呼べないから照れ隠しであえて茶化した言い方をした。
照れくさい？
ああ、オリジナルだけじゃなくてお前と話すのもだ。
私？
何しろモニターの中にいる女の子と話すなんて一度もない経験だったから。
それは
なんで赤くなってるんだ？
赤くなんてなってないし。 されるなんて思ってもみなかったから、ちょっとびっくりしただけで。
Even that reaction was just like Kurisu.
俺はお前のそういうところが好き。
Oh! 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 I shuddered. What was I about to say? This was a 3D model on a screen, a tiny collection of zeros and ones in the shape of a human. What was I about to say to her? You're about to make her your waifu for lifeu. Also, Dr. Leskinen is gonna see that now.
私たち知り合いだったのよね。つまりあんたとオリジナルの私がっていう意味だけど。
Him and Maho both, that's right.
答えたくないならそれでいいけど、どういう関係だったの？少し興味ある。クリスティーナって呼ばれても私は怒らなかった。怒ったけれどそれでも笑っているした。
Oh shit, 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 shit. Uh-oh. I was hit with a violent urge to throw up. I could see Kurisu in front of me, covered in blood. She was looking at me, her eyes cold. I touched the smartphone and ended the call. Then I became too dizzy to stand. I tried to throw up, but nothing came out. My hands were shaking. That's right, I can't change reality. There I was, trying to talk to Kurisu like nothing had happened. I was treating her like the real Kurisu, trying to avert my eyes from what I'd done. I was just clinging to Kurisu. This was wrong. I shouldn't talk to Kurisu anymore. Oh, the call was from Kurisu. I mean, okay. I'm going to very quickly save. Because I am certain that this is going to be a branching point. But I mean, considering what he just said, I hung up in the middle of the conversation, so she was probably mad. Mad? She was just an AI. Kurisu's anger was just a program. Kurisu wasn't Kurisu. Don't treat them like they're the same. I wonder how much of that scene happened in his memory is guilty talking. I do know the I don't want to die part is real. The you killed me part is not. I remember that pretty clearly. I shouldn't talk to Kurisu anymore. Just the incoming call was almost enough to trigger a flashback. In my mind, I could see an image of Kurisu's bloody face. I should turn off my phone. This was getting bad. I couldn't even stand up. It had been half a year and things were still like this. I mean, yeah. PTSD doesn't exactly, go away easily. Imagine if he can go back in the past and save Kurisu by throwing cell phone Kurisu at the murder. No. I mean, we've seen how he can prevent it, in the other game. Basically by almost killing himself, but still. True, that would also be a paradox. Even I was surprised. I resisted the impulse to try and throw up again. Just turn off the phone. I wanted to get away from Kurisu. It wasn't her fault. It was mine. I couldn't become dependent on Amadeus. This wasn't right, and I needed to stop. I was blaspheming Kurisu's memory. She had sacrificed herself to send me to the Beta World line. I needed to live up to her expectations. I couldn't waste time talking to Kurisu. I needed to accept the fact that I couldn't save her and move on. Cut the power and shut off this call. At least until you meet Dr. Leskinen after this. I'm also kind of jamming here. Like, Okabe's going through like a horrific flashback, and his ringtune is just bopping. Get Kurisu out of your mind. Don't panic. Calm down. Turn off the phone. Oh, you just did it anyway. You use this ringtone? It's a good one.
なんだ
なんだじゃない。急に切るなんて失礼。どうかしたの？
なんでもない。
でもひどい顔色してるじゃない。
本当になんでもない。放っておいてくれ。しばらく連絡してこないでくれると助かる。
あまり無理せずに誰か知り合いに連絡しなさいよ。それじゃ。
Kurisu gave up easier than I expected. Maybe she realized that as an artificial intelligence, there was nothing she could do. Realized? I was making her sound like a real person. And the second that thought crossed my mind, I almost saw an image of a bloody hand. I gritted my teeth and waited for it to pass. I should really turn my smartphone off until I calm down a little. Can I do that? Yeah, there we go. The phone went silent. I slowly stood up. If Lukako saw me like this, he'd worry. I should get out of here. I was staggering a little, but I could walk. I felt very thirsty. Drink water, not Dr. P, okay? Okay, good. I was about to say, like, caffeine is the last thing you need in this situation. Trust me, I would know. Made the mistake once of drinking a whole Pepsi during an anxiety attack, and it did very much make it worse. So I feel like with something like a flashback, that would be, awful. I don't remember seeing that turn off button, but maybe it's been too long since I've played. That could be. Or it could be that they've, like, added it in an update or something. Not sure. Either way. I gulped down an entire bottle of mineral water and caught my breath. There was still a little time before my meeting. I wanted to get some air up here and recover a little. I looked down over the scenery below the overpass. The city was in the Christmas spirit. The atmosphere was charged with excitement. Now I'm stuck wondering if we could put Kurisu in a mecha! Oh yeah, we're gonna completely change the genre of this whole game. It just becomes like a mecha series from that point onward. There isn't even any, like, time travel stuff or, like, World War III. It's just completely different now. It was the exact opposite of me. I took more deep breaths. I still felt like I wanted to throw up. I was getting a headache, too. If I went to Dr. Leskinen like this, I'm sure I'd worry him. You're saying that ad claiming the cool, refreshing taste of Dr. Pepper isn't the perfect solution for your nerves? Yeah, surprisingly enough, drinking caffeine when your heart is already beating a mile a minute is bad. Life tips from Novella. And then I realized that the two girls coming up the stairs were looking at me. I peered into the late afternoon darkness to try and make out their faces. One of them, the girl with the short haircut, waved. Oh, it's Mayuri! Oh, no! It's not! Okay. Isn't Kit Kats? Those could also be good for your nerves. Because, I mean, isn't it a thing, in, like, Japanese high schools and, like, universities and stuff? A lot of students will eat Kit Kats before their test because it's something like a Kit Kat sounds similar to, like, good luck or something along those lines in Japanese. I think I read that somewhere once.
Konnichiwa.
Oh. Mayuri no tomodachi no.
They were Mayuri's friends and fellow cosplayers. I think their cosplay names were Kaede and Fubuki. I didn't know their real names. Which was Kaede and which was Fubuki again? Oh god, I've had that. I've had that mood.
具合悪そうですけど。
ああ、大丈夫。
If I made them worry here and they talked to Mayuri, it would cause a big fuss. I didn't want her to worry about me when she didn't have to. I shouldn't have come back to Akihabara anyways. I'd run into people I knew just walking through town. I should have gone towards Kanda when I left the shrine.
オカリンさんっていつもなんだか
I
辛
was
そうに
thinking
見
more
え
of
ま
those
す。
Kit Kat commercials. I don't know which ones you mean, but then again, like... See, this is the joy of not watching TV, is that I basically don't see any commercials anymore. Even when I'm, like, this is part of the reason why I also switched to Firefox a while back. I still use Chrome for my VTubing stuff, but, like, when it comes to just watching YouTube or Twitch or whatever, I just use Firefox because the ad blockers still work on there. For pretty much every site. I think YouTube's trying to find, like, it was something like YouTube found a way to circumvent ad blockers, but now, I've actually seen an addition to AdBlock's code, or I think it's uBlock Origin's code, floating around on social media, where it's like, yeah, no, this completely stops it from, like, circumventing the ad block, so you never have to watch an ad again and you don't need YouTube Premium. This is a hint, all of you should get uBlock Origin on Firefox, and also make sure that you block all of YouTube's ads. Ad blockers will always be ahead, hell yeah, they will be, and it's great. I don't want it any other way.
そうか。
そうだよ。
Not all of them, but most. Fair.
吹雪ちゃん。そんなオカリンさんを見てるマユシーも辛そうで、私もオカリンさんとマユシーのこと見てると泣きそうになって。
I understand your concern, but I think this is a really bad thing to say to someone who's already going through shit.
私何言ってんだろう。
This Fubuki girl must really care about Mayuri. I felt a little better after hearing that. Okay, well that's good.
オカリンさんの好きな人って誰ですか？
The girl I like. An image of Kurisu appeared in the corner of my eye again. Oh, Christ. No, 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 no! The feeling in my hands when I took her life came back. No, calm down.
オカリンさん。ごめんなさい。失礼なこと聞いちゃって。私。
Oh, oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. What is this? What is this? Cleared closed epigraph. New chapter, huh? The sky was red-black, dotted with columns of thick black smoke. There was so much rubble I couldn't find a place to stand. Screams, gunshots, and the stench. Everyone in this world knew what this smell was. It was the smell of burning. Houses, buildings, cars, motorcycles, trees, grass, and humans. It was the smell of all of them burning together. Something thin and black poked from between piles of rubble. It was a hand. The hand, unmoving, stretched up towards the sky. No, that wasn't the only one. Everywhere I looked, I saw hands, legs, and heads. Parts of what were once human beings were strewn across the ground. I heard a distant gunshot, a shout, silence. Nothing changed. Just one more body lying on the ground. The world was ending. And at last, people understood. This wasn't the afterlife. This was the real world. Hell. Yes, that's what this was. This was hell. War. War never changes. A stray sheep. Interesting. Uh-oh, uh-oh. The world twisted and warped. I felt horribly dizzy. Sometimes my vision would blur for no reason. But this was nothing like that. It was like my mind itself was being wrung apart. Like the world itself was changing. Deja vu. I knew this feeling. This was... What the fuck is happening? I mean, it can't be reading Steiner, right? The fucking time machine doesn't exist in this universe! At last, the color came back to my vision. All the shouts of the pedestrians and the noise of the passing cars came flooding in at once.
オカリンさん大丈夫ですか汗すごいですけど気分でも悪いんですか
あいや
Fubuki and Kaede. The two of them were still in front of me. They looked worried. Had I just gotten dizzy for a
本
moment?
当に大丈夫だよ心配してくれてありがとう
それじゃあ私たち行きますね今度のパーティー楽しみにしてます
They said their goodbyes and walked towards the station. I watched them go, only halfway paying attention. What was that? None of the passerby noticed me standing there. They were all experiencing time sequentially, as one connected moment after another. But I knew what I just saw. That's right. I was the one person who understood. That feeling was reading Steiner, which meant that the world line had changed. I shook my head and tried to get the idea out of my mind. It was impossible. The world line could only change if someone had altered the past. I'd only ever seen the world line changes after I'd sent D-mails with the phone wave, name subject to change. I love how we're still doing that in this game! Okay, we're gonna look at the phone wave first. Future gadget number 8. A microwave oven that could be remote controlled by a cell phone. By chance, it gained the ability to send D-mails, messages that could go back into the past. After he arrived in the beta world line, Okabe destroyed it and disposed of the remains. Name subject to change, baby! And then D-mail. Short for DeLorean mail. I forgot that's what it stood for. That's great. A text message that is capable of traveling into the past. See, for a while, I forgot that it was DeLorean mail. I thought it was called D-mail because D comes before E, so it's like, instead of, like, it's basically like, okay, it's D-mail because we're sending it to the past rather than sending it in the present. I forgot that it's just a reference. D-mails are sent from a cellular phone to the phone wave, name subject to change. However, they can't be sent too close to the present. Also, they may only contain a little over 36 bytes of data. But I destroyed the phone wave, so that could never happen again. I'd sacrificed Kurisu for it. But then who did this, and how? What if someone had made a device identical to the phone wave? Oh yeah, you would have trauma over that too, huh? Mayuri. I need to see if Mayuri is safe. I'll call her right now. Okay, we'll do that. Actually, I'm gonna save first. Real quick. Real quick. Gonna make a save. What? No! No! Okay. Let's call. I picked her name off the contacts list on my phone and dialed. I could hear the call sound in my ear. But there was no sign of her picking up. 7 seconds. 8. 9. Each second made the fear worse. I felt cold sweat drip down my back. 12 seconds. 13 seconds. 14 seconds. I kept calling and praying anyway. Eventually, after a minute of ringing, the electronic sound suddenly cut off. The relaxed, easygoing voice I heard most definitely belonged to Mayuri.
心配したぞずっと鳴らしているのに出なかったから
Yay, Mayuri time!
ああ、ごめんね。電話、カバンの中に入れてたから。
Not at all. Nothing had happened at all.
もしかして、何か急な用事だった
いや、気にしなくていい。少し不安になっただけだ。
不安？
今どこだ？誰かと一緒か？
これからバイトだよ。
何時まで？
8時過ぎぐらいまで。
そうか。わかった。
おかり、遊びに来てくれるの？
Hey, that might not be a half bad idea.
いや、
Ah,
今日は用事があってな。無理なんだ。
you think he has some kind of time stain that allows him to detect time shifts? Could be. I mean, the explanation in the first game was, basically it was kind of just like a fluke. He got, like, really sick as a kid, had a really bad fever, almost died, and ever since he's had this ability. Like, I think it's something like he had it before whenever, like, before the phone wave happened. So, I mean, in the last stream, we did hear about something that, a new disease that kind of causes, like, the same effects as reading Steiner. So, everyone has varying degrees of reading Steiner, but Rintaro's is just stronger. It's true. And then also, was it Fubuki or Yuki last time that had, like, that also was having, like, some really strong reading Steiner? Because she kept, like, seeing Mayuri die in her dreams. I forget which girl it was because we just met them and there was a lot of names to remember, but, we find that out in the first game. Yes, we do.
バイトが終わったら、ラボにも顔を出すつもりだよ。
わかった。もし行けるようだったら、そこで合流して一緒に帰ろう。
Kaede, maybe? It wasn't Kaede. Kaide's the one with the long hair who was, like, comforting the other girl. I think it was Fubuki.
本当？今日は珍しいね。
じゃあ、バイト頑張れよ。
I hung up. Mayuri was safe. Which meant that the world line change probably had nothing to do with her. Not that I could let my guard down. Short-haired chick. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was the short-haired chick. Because she was the one being, like, super clingy to Mayuri in, like, the last scene. And then she kind of had, like, that heart-to-heart with Kaede. Or maybe that was just a daydream, and there was no world line change at all. It seemed awfully realistic for that to be the case, though. Just to be safe, I turned on my phone again. The icon was still there in the same place it had been in the last several times I'd used it. I felt a little hesitation, especially after what happened. Could I really contact her after that? But I decided that it was important to see what was going on first, so I tapped the icon. Oh, okay.
何？言い忘れたことでもあった？
Kurisu's voice was the same as ever.
怒ってないのか？
怒る？どうして？
だってさっき話している途中で切ってしまっただろ。だから。
それについてはさっき謝ってもらったから。私は一度許したことをいつまでもぐちぐち言う人間じゃない。
さっき謝った？
ええ。かけ直してきたじゃない。
かけ直した？俺が？
ほんの7分43秒前のことを忘れちゃったの？
Huh.
俺が謝ったのか？お前に。
大丈夫？
Kurisu was evidently telling the truth. She didn't look like she was lying, at least.
何かあったの？さっきとは別人みたいな顔してるけど。
いや、平気だ。
I didn't remember that. I remembered turning off the phone, but I didn't remember anything about calling her the Amadius Kurisu back after that. The old me would have insisted that I was right and that she was mistaken. But now, I wasn't sure. After all the different pasts I'd experienced, and all the sadness and pain I'd gone through even 6 months later, I was still exhausted. What had really happened and what hadn't? What was right and what was wrong? I wasn't sure anymore. I just didn't want to think about it anymore. The past, the future, the fate of the world. I wanted nothing to do with any of it.
ずいぶん具合が悪そう。誰か知り合いに連絡するなり、どこかで休むなりした方がいいんじゃない？岡部？
なあ、クリス。一つ聞いてもいいか？さっき電話した後、俺が何をしようとしていたかわかるか？
レスキネン教授とマホ先輩とこの後待ち合わせでしょ？私について報告する予定じゃない。
Evidently, my memories matched hers in that regard.
そうか。
マホ先輩にあんたのことあらかじめ伝えておきましょうか？
本当に大丈夫だ。心配かけてすまない。
あんまり無理しないでよ。あんたと最後に話したのが私でしたなんて結果になるのはごめんだからね。
Really hope that's not foreshadowing. I chuckled bitterly and ended the conversation. I called Daru too, just in case, and evidently I really was on my way to see the professor and Maho. He also told me that almost all of the events of the last few days matched my memory of them, which meant that even if the world line had changed, nothing had changed nearby where I could have seen it. So, was it maybe Amadeus that did it? Because that seems to be the only thing that changed. The only thing that changed was that Kurisu and Okabe talked a little bit extra. There was no problem. Or, at least, there shouldn't have been a problem. It was possible that that moment of dizziness was just the result of mental illness. My day be so fine! Man, boom. Mental illness! Nightbot! Fucking... Ah! This is like a once a stream thing. Fucking mark your bingo cards. Everyone in the audience. Every time. Every single stream. Experiencing those same sensations brought up my past trauma and caused my memories to get confused. Maybe that was it. I mean, to be fair, mental illness can seriously affect your memory in like a lot of different ways. And I think, I'm not sure if I can think of like a mental illness that doesn't affect your memory in some way. So it's a decent hypothesis, but of course we know that's not what's really going on here. The phone wave didn't exist, so there was no way the past could have changed. Unless, I mean, Daru has been researching time travel, right? So maybe it's something to do with that? But then again, if he's just, like, looking into it... Unless someone fucked with the time machine. That would fucking suck. That would screw over a bunch of shit. That's right, that was all. I kept telling myself this as I went to see the professor. I met with the professor and Maho in a hotel room.
それじゃあ今のところエムデウスとのコミュニケーションはうまくいっているということでいいんだね、リンタロウ。
ええ。会話に齟齬が出ることもありませんし。
ちなみに聞きたいんだが、クリスとの距離感はどうかな？
距離感というとどういうことでしょう？
話しているうちに親しくなってきているかどうかということだよ。
それは初めて会話した時に比べれば多少は。
多少？ かなりの間違い
Just
じゃ
because the
な
phone
い
wave doesn't exist now doesn't mean someone else won't invent it in the future. Okay, that's a really fair point. I didn't even consider that. That could be a sign that, like, the phone wave's invention is fucking inevitable. Which, that's a scary thought right there.
私だってクリスと話してるんだからそれくらいわかるわよ。あの子最初は8回もイルスを使われたって怒っていたほどなのに今じゃすっかりフレンドリーになっているもの。それだけ距離が縮まったということでしょ。
Who else was working on time travel at this time? Oh god! Oh god! Yeah, that is also a very fucking scary thought. Also, I just realized I'm going into the red quite a bit, so, move my mic a little bit further away so I don't blow out your eardrums. Oh, nothing has happened to CERN in this universe. We know from Suzuha's memories that they eventually start World War III. Or that World War III eventually happens and then CERN takes over. You sound fine? Okay, I'll move my mic back closer to me. I don't want to make myself too quiet. I feel like that's almost just as bad as being too loud. So if I sound fine, then I'm just gonna keep it as is.
そうですか。それは喜ばしい。
Leskinen seemed overjoyed by Maho's words.
私は期待しているんだよ。彼女が君に対して友情を、もっと言えば恋愛感情を持ってくれないかとね。
So basically, you're making a very, very advanced replica AI.
恋愛感情？
そんな声を上げることもないだろ
う。でもその AI ですよ。
AI だからだよ。
Yeah, it's weird to me to see how Replica turned out because I remember using it back when it was still like really, really new. Just because like I find messaging chatbots to be interesting. I like seeing how they'll react. Like, I feel like I've talked about that before, but so Replica really kind of appealed to me, especially whenever like I had first moved to a new town. I didn't really know anyone. It was like, okay, at least I have someone that I can like message and stuff. Aren't you basically flirting with an Okabe? I mean, he's trying not to, is the whole thing that he was saying before. He's like, oh god, oh shit, this isn't really Kurisu. What the fuck am I doing? But yeah, so I remember using Replica when it was new, and it was not, like, supposed to be an e-girlfriend type of thing. I think they actually marketed it as, like, a mental health tool. It's only as time went on and more people started using it for, like, basically e-dating that they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna make, this app all about e-dating. And then they were like, hey, actually, we're gonna take that functionality away. And everyone who had a virtual girlfriend were like, bro, what the fuck? You gave us a product and then you took it away. Then they tried to pull back to the mental health stuff. Yeah, it's so dumb. Like, if you didn't want it to be about e-dating, why did you market it that way in the first place? I feel like that company just doesn't know what the hell they're doing. What did he mean?
彼女にだって感
What did he
情
mean
は
by
あ
this?
っただろう。
だけどそれはあくまでもプログラム上のことで。
でもそれは人間の脳だって同じことじゃないか。
He was right. The brain ran on electrical signals, so you could say it had the same structure.
今は機械に感情があるかないかなんていう命題はもはや時代遅れだよ。機械にだって感情はある。
Ah, neat.
第一、エメデウスは私たち人間の脳を再現すべく作っているんだ。構造が同じでプロセスが同じならその結果生み出されるものも同じなはずだろう。ならば彼女だって恋をする可能性は十分にある。いや、ぜひしてもらいたいと思っている。
Oh, are you playing matchmaker between Okabe and this AI? I wish there was a crossover with Battle Network in this game. I need to play a Mega Man game someday. Literally, my entire experience with Mega Man has been, one, there was a commercial I saw on TV as a kid about Mega Man, where it's like a parent, like, trying to get their kid to, like, do their chores and shit before they play Mega Man because it's eating up all their time. And I also remember the Nitro Rad video on the Mega Man Sprite comic game. That's all my experience with Mega Man. I know nothing else. Oh, also, I think I saw a few Game Grumps clips where they were playing, like, the first game or something. That's it. That's all I know about Mega Man. 90s ads are amazing. They are. This was more like early 2000s because I could actually remember it. I was born in 1998. I was like 2 years old when Y2K happened. I do not remember the 90s. Not even the Egoraptor Mega Man animation? Yeah, I just never really, like, watched any of Egoraptor's animations. I mean, I'm sure I've watched a few of them, but, like, none of it really, like, has stuck out of my brain. At least I haven't seen one since probably high school. And, that was 7 years ago now? So, yeah, I don't remember shit. Amadeus. Falling in love? Actually, the 90s Mega Man cartoon was amazingly terrible. Oh my god, wait, there might be another Mega Man thing that I know. Is that where "What am I fighting for?" comes from? Because that's a really good clip. I like that clip.
おっと、こんなことを言っては魔法に恨まれてしまうかな。
教授までクリスみたいなことを言わないでください。
No, that's from an actual game? What do you mean? What? Really? Okay then. Why was it anime then? Because I'm pretty sure it looked like anime. I mean, unless they just had like anime cutscenes in that game. Actually, that makes sense. Never mind.
魔法は怒ると怖いから気をつけた方がいい。
それはもう分かってます。
ちょっと聞こえてますよ。
おお、そういえば私はジュリーに連絡をしなければならないんだった。リンタロウ、少し失礼するよ。
Judy? PlayStation games used to have anime cutscenes. Damn. See, okay, I wouldn't know about that because as a kid, all I played were like on the PS2 were shitty movie tie-in games and ATV, Off-Road Fury 2 or 4. I don't remember which. All I know is that it wasn't 3. Smart Luskin getting out of there. Oh my god, I didn't even consider that was an excuse. The professor quickly left the room. He ran away, didn't he?
まったくクリスといい教授といいどうして何でもかんでもすぐに色恋沙汰に結びつけたがるのかしら。
まったくだな。
Of course, that was always the type of girl she was.
あ、そうだ。岡部さん、ちょっと聞きたいんだけど。
The Mega Man cartoon features scenes such as Mega Man shouting, "Now I've got your power!" before getting punched into a lake. That reminds me of this, like, one part of, like, the Transformers G1 cartoon that me and my brother lost our shit over as a kid. I don't remember what the context was, but it's just, like... I think it was just, like, Megatron was, like, looking for the fucking Autobots, and he's, like, just on screen, he's just looking around, and then Optimus Prime uppercuts him out of nowhere and just says, "Right here, Megatron!" That was, like, an inside joke between us for, like, years when we were kids.
あの子がクリスが好きな言葉って何か知ってる？
言葉？
数字でも何でもいいの。何かこうキーになりそうなものに心当たりないかしら。
Okay, I should say, alright, there's a weird thing here. So because of the way that the text box is, where it's kind of transparent but it has this texture to it, I always think like whenever Maho is on screen like this, that she has fucking stubble on her chest. Does anyone else see that? Are you trying to get shot by Nightbot souls? Fortunately for you, I think the limit is 5. Also, I've realized why Nightbot shoots people for posting emojis. You don't get that at all? Really? You can't see that? My first memory of G1 was Megatron rising out of lava. I don't remember that one. See, the thing is that, like, me and my brother as kids, we watched, like, a ton of Transformers G1. I remember there was that one episode where, like, the one that stuck with me was the episode where the kid of the group got turned into a Transformer, and it was kind of like, they were, like, playing on Frankenstein. Gotta love that random 3D spinning ring. You sure do. Also, hi, Acid Grin. Also, as I was saying before, I've figured out how, why Nightbot shoots people for posting emojis too often. It's because in YouTube, emojis are handled the same way as Discord. So, selecting, like, hey, don't block people for emoji spam doesn't actually work on YouTube. Because YouTube is registering them as words, or Nightbot is registering them as words. So, if I want to actually be able to use Nightbot's spam feature, it is unfortunately going to keep banning people for spamming emojis. See, getting turned into a Transformer is the premise of the current CG show. Really? I didn't even know there was a current CG show. I've been out of the loop on Transformers ever since Transformers Prime ended, and I didn't even watch that show. I was actually bitter at that show whenever I was younger because I saw it as cutting off Transformers Animated way too soon, and I really liked Transformers Animated and wanted to see where it went. I love people in chat just going, hey Nightbot, shoot me, you won't. Except instead of the 80s show Turbo Teen, the transformation isn't body horror. Interesting. I don't know what Turbo Teen is. God, it fucks me up because, like, I think the last time I was at my grandma's house, she, in the TV guide, went past Teletoon Retro, or, like, this might have been a few years back, but I just remember, like, feeling so fucking old because she went to Teletoon Retro and it was playing Ed, Edd and Eddy on Teletoon Retro. It's considered retro now. Do you feel old yet? Do you feel old? Do you feel old? You should feel old. It's not the first one in Japan. The first one was Super God Master Force. I don't know what you're talking about specifically. Do you mean, like, Transformers? You bet your sweet bippity it played Ed. I never watched Ed, Edd and Eddy either as a kid because that was, like, just slightly before my time, unfortunately. It sucks. I am in generation fucked because I was born too late to remember the 90s, but, like, earlier than Gen Z. Transforming into a Transformer. Oh, okay, fair enough. Go watch it then. I should. I don't know where to watch it. I mean, I could sail the 7 seas, but oh well, I'll see about it. It's, like, also, as I said, I have so much on my to-watch list. Teen Titans, I have to watch that one too. I have to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. My friends have told me that it's a crime that I don't, that I haven't seen Avatar: The Last Airbender yet because that was during my time. I have no excuse. I never feel old, I feel boring. Well, fortunately, unlike being old, being boring is something you can change just by, you know, doing fun stuff. At least that's how I went from feeling like I was boring to feeling like I was not boring. I was just like, hey, what's some cool shit I could do? And then I just kind of did it. And now I'm the person I am now. Actually, this might be bad advice because I'm a train wreck. Avatar cartoon, also Korra. Hot take, Avatar bad? I haven't seen the show, so I don't know. I've heard it's really good. And I do technically know the entire plot, just because I like watching video essays. But, yeah, it's, anyways, I've been rambling for a while.
クリスが設定したパスワードを破ろうとでも？
よくわかったわね。
I was right?
それって、あいつの研究室の PC か何かの？
Cool take. Season 1 is kiddie, Season 2 is better, Season 3 is good. That makes sense, because of course it's like, you know, pitching something to a room of TV executives who probably think that, you know, cartoons are solely for little kids. Would have wanted something a little bit more kiddie at first. Oh god, is it raining outside again? I was hoping to get a slushie after the stream. Oh well. I miss old Teen Titans. They butchered it by turning it into a kid's show. Fair, fair. I've heard a lot of complaints about Teen Titans Go. But yeah, it's like I can understand why they would want the first season to be kiddie, because it's like, they have to prove to TV executives that this show is actually, like, worth investing in. Because, yeah, cartoons take a shocking amount of money to make. Like, I was doing some research on that the other day. It's wild. Anyways, let's continue.
彼女の私物、家にあったノート PC よ。
そんなものどうして君が？
I'm hearing people yelling outside. I think some people got stuck in the rain.
形見分けでね、譲ってもらったの。クリスのお母さんに。
Aw,
そ
that's
れで
sweet.
中身を確かめたいから、パスを解除する方法を探しているの。あなたなら知ってるん
Rain
じゃないかと
skill
思って。
issue. Why don't you just dodge the droplets, forehead?
パスがかかってるということは、見られると困るものなんじゃないのか？
それはそうだけど。でも、彼女、アマデウスのクリスをより本物に近づけるためには、その中のデータも解析した方がいいでしょ？もちろん、私自身はなるべくプライバシーに関わることは見ないようにするつもりよ。
I knew what she was trying to say. Stuck in the rain normal person versus Toho fan. Yell back at them, it's the Brooklyn thing to do. Unfortunately, my town is a little too small to be Brooklyn. She might have had some kind of diary on her computer which described what she'd been doing during her time here. But...
悪いけど、心当たりはない。
何も？
Yeah, because also, that would get Okabe in a lot of trouble. Because she wouldn't have mentioned him at all in there. They didn't even meet until he fucking killed her in this timeline. So, Maho would be like, what the fuck, you lied to us. I really hope that's not where this is going, because those scenes are always hard to watch, but I mean, I feel like it is. I get the sneaking suspicion. I tried to play a Toho game, but I suck more than an elder try to play a competitive Pokemon tournament. Yeah, those games look fucking hard. I'm bad at Fallout 4. Do you think I'd be able to play a fucking Toho?
ああ。それに、知っていたとしても、やっぱり俺は教えないと思う。
Like, I will say, the world of Toho and like the characters and lore and stuff, that seems pretty interesting. So maybe someday I'll play those games. But, I mean, there's no guarantee. I like how my A has a Roman symbol thing in it. Being bad at Fallout 4 isn't your fault. The game works against you. It's true. Sometimes it is just, like, cheap shit. And sometimes it is just me going into fights that I am, like, massively under-leveled for without realizing. But other times it is just plain stupidity. I get so focused on, like, what I'm shooting at that I don't look at my health bar.
人には知られたくないことがあるから。
特に PC の中身なんていうのは今やプライバシーの塊みたいなものだからな。
That is true. Daru talked about that all the time. He was always wondering if there was a way to automatically wipe a computer's hard drive if you died in an accident. God, Daru's porn stash must be huge! Imagine being caught in an explosion in your own safe town in a dialogue. Oh my god. Okay, so I have a story to say about that. Okay, we're gonna put the game on pause for a second so I can talk about something wild that happened to me in Fallout 4 the other day. So, I've been doing a lot of shit with settlements because I can finally do it now on PS4. It was unplayable to me. Like, the controls were so jank, and I could never get stuff to line up properly, and, like, after trying to fix up Sanctuary, I was like, no, fuck this. I'm never touching settlements again. So, and even then, like, I really only played until I hit the end of Nick Valentine's personal quest, and then I dropped the game. I do find that I actually like playing with mouse and keyboard a lot more than on a controller. I mean, it depends on the game, I guess, but on mouse and keyboard, it's a lot easier to be precise. It's a lot easier to sort things. It's a lot easier to just, in general, play video games to me. Could be that I grew up playing a lot of games on the computer, so that's why. But either way, so I'm in Sanctuary, right? And I'm fixing up some stuff. I've got Piper with me. We're having a grand time. I'm trading some stuff. And a fucking vertibird crashes in the middle of the street. How to maximize game time tangents. Listen, I don't mean to be like this, but I have to talk about this. So this vertibird fucking crashes in the middle of the street, right? Big ass explosion, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh god, like, where is everyone? And I watch as a settler stands up, clipped into the vertibird, and just walks away. It looked like he had gotten hit head on, and then just shrugged and went, well, back to farming. I literally saved and quit the game after that. I was like, okay, that's enough of Bethesda nonsense for today. Bro's immortal. I have an immortal man in my settlements. He doesn't even have a name. His name is just Settler. Oh, man. It's also like today, I finally got to the, I think it's called Automatron DLC. And so now I can make my own robots and shit. So, that's fun. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with Fallout 4 lately. I have no fucking idea why, because objectively, that game leaves a lot to be desired, but I don't know, man, it's just fun. I don't know why, I always get attached to... Wasn't Fallout 4 the game Bethesda tried monetizing the community's patch fixes? Yes. Yes, and it's still going on. The Creation Club is still a thing, they're still advertising it. And, like, the advertisement is recent because it's like, create your own perfect summer blockbuster with the Creation Club. So unless it's, like, an automated thing where it's like, oh, yeah, it just, like, each month we're gonna change it so that this way it's, like, you know, we're gonna show this selection of mods. I don't know if anyone is still, like, actively looking at Fallout 4 because it's been, oh god, it's been like 6 years since that game came out. No, 7. Because that game came out in 2016. I remember my friends in high school talking about that. I just use Nexus. Fair. I've got to mod the game too. And of course, they do nothing to stop thieves from stealing your code and then resubmitting it for cheaper. Oh god, really? Is that a thing? I had no idea about that. That fucking sucks. I mean, I'm not surprised, but that still fucking sucks. Anyways, enough of my fucking least best Fallout game tangent. That's a lie. Admittedly, in terms of the Fallout games, from what I have played, I do think Fallout 3 is worse than Fallout 4. Someone is going to shoot me for this. Like, at least in Fallout 4, I feel some incentive to play past the tutorial. like, after I left the vault in Fallout 3, I just, like, kind of fell off. Like, I fucked around in Megaton, I did some stuff, but it might also just be because, when it comes to Bethesda games, I pretty much never do the main quest. Never, ever. And, like, none of the side quests in Megaton really appealed to me. New Vegas was the good Fallout 3. I've gotta play New Vegas too. Like, this is why I'm playing Fallout 4 now. Because it's like, okay, I'm gonna go back into it. I'm gonna try to, like, play through all the DLCs and stuff, because I never did that when I was younger. I don't think most of the DLCs were even out by the time I played it. No, they were, because I played it in, like, 2017, 2018, so I think all the DLCs were out by then. But still, it's like... I want to play Fallout 4 first, because I know that if I play Fallout New Vegas, and I'm, like, fucking blown away by it, and then I try to play Fallout 4, I will have no interest. And, you know, I may have only paid, like, $10 for Fallout 4 and all the DLC because of Steam sales. But that doesn't mean I want my money to go to waste, you know? Anyways, back to Daru wanting to wipe his porn stash when he dies. Of course, what Daru didn't... Okay, I'm glad Okabe made, like, the same joke. True and real? Yeah. I feel like my thing with Fallout 3... I don't remember which came out first, Fallout 3 or Skyrim, but I did play Skyrim first. So, I think it's just because, like, in Fallout 3, everything felt very... Like, the environments that I went to were all very, very samey. Speaking of Daru's stash, okay, I'm trying! What is on that drive? I don't think we want to know. Of course, what Daru didn't want anyone to see was probably very different than what was on Kurisu's computer. Beyond that, it was the same idea.
So...
She seemed really interested in the contents of the hard drive, but she didn't say anything else.
俺はこれで
Oh, I was a little worried about Mayuri too. Hey Okarin, what's the best color for a school swimsuit? I love these answers in order! There's, what the fuck are you talking about? Why the hell are you talking about this? And, oh yeah, I have an opinion. We're gonna go with this one. Don't be like that, tell me, man. It may be the most important choice I make in my entire life. Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean, Daru? My intuition tells me that if I get this wrong, there'll be real trouble. Oh, you're playing a game. What the hell are you doing? HK? I knew it! Daru's drive is absolutely disgusting. The worst. Where can we find it to see? Just hit him with two of them! Amazing. I got up and went to leave. And then I saw a small ornament that was decorating the door.
そういえばもうすぐクリスマスか
I remembered how excited Mayuri was. Oh yeah, it's the 15th. You have 10 days.
ヒアジョーさんはクリスマスもこっちにいるのか
ええ、こっちでまだやることもあるから。
誰かと過ごしたりは
え？
ああ、いや、ほら海外のクリスマスっていうと友達みんなで楽しくパーティーでもするってイメージだろ
残念だけどそういう予定はないわ。それにアメリカやヨーロッパじゃクリスマスにパーティーなんてやらないものよ。
No, they do. I mean, not on Christmas, but...
そうなのか
彼らにとってクリスマスは神聖な日でしょ。だから家族と一緒に過ごすのが普通よ。
Yeah.
その分大晦日は大騒ぎするけれどね。
Yeah. I mean, every Christmas party I've ever been to was like a week or two before Christmas, so she has a point. It's like, it's not that people don't celebrate, like, don't have Christmas parties, it's just that's not what happens on Christmas Day. As an American, I can say we have parties. Yeah, it's like I'm not arguing with that. I mean, she is wrong on that front, but she is kind of right in that, you know, when it comes to Christmas, like, the way that you celebrate it isn't generally by, like, throwing a big party. You tend to, you know, you have Christmas dinner and you have, like, a gift exchange and you, like, meet your family and stuff. Like, I guess that could be considered a party. It's kind of like a birthday party, almost. But it's a birthday party for Jesus. Anyways. I thought I'd heard something about that on TV or somewhere.
こっちには家族もいないから、どっちにしても一人ということに変わりはないんだけどね。あ、だからって寂しいと思ってるわけじゃないわよ。誤解しないでね。
Or, so she said. Being all alone on Christmas in a bustling town was probably pretty lonely. Not everyone celebrates the same way. That's true too. Like, a lot of the times my family doesn't even celebrate Christmas on Christmas Day anymore. It's mostly just because, like, with 4 different people who are usually working, whose schedules are all different and all have to align on one specific day. Also doesn't help that my parents don't tend to have Christmas off either. Usually one or the other is working on Christmas Day itself, so it would kind of suck for them if we celebrated on that day. I do know that last year we had plans to travel to one of the big cities, and like there was supposed to be like this Christmas. I don't remember if it was like a concert or a light show or what. We were supposed to do something on Christmas Eve, and it didn't end up happening, so we just binged Christmas movies at home. It was honestly a really nice way to celebrate. The best Christmas movie is Muppets A Christmas Carol, by the way. Same thing, we used to celebrate Christmas at night because of it. Yeah, it's like... It almost feels like being able to celebrate on Christmas. Like, being able to celebrate Christmas on Christmas is almost a luxury for a lot of people. But I mean, hey, I don't mind it. It just means that we get a few extra festivities, basically. Like, I think we had done the gift exchange like a day before we did like the Christmas movie marathon. So it just kind of like extended out that holiday cheer. It's the same thing with birthdays too. It's like I tend to either celebrate my birthday like in late May or very, very early June with my family, just because that's when we can get everyone together. Working on Christmas sucks, but the stacking holiday and overtime pay is worth it to most. That's why my parents do it. Because it's nice to get that extra, you know, few hundred on your paycheck. I don't actually know how much my parents make. I've never asked, and I don't want to. And actually, that shouldn't be the type of thing that I talk about on stream anyways. I just have a big fucking mouth. Okay. Of course, she'd probably get mad if I told her that, so I didn't. When I finished talking to the professor, I went to the lab. I'd confirmed on the phone that my Yuri was just fine, but I wanted to see her for myself. I could see from the outside that the lights in the lab were on. I ran up the stairs to get away from the cold and opened the door.
Mayuri, iru ka?
I felt a small impact on my chest when I opened the door. Huh?
No.
Oh!
悪い。僕の方こそごめんなさい。
Evidently, he was just about to leave. Lukako looked up at me, apologetic. For some reason, he was blushing a little. Only Daru and Lukako were in the room. There was no sign of Mayuri or Suzuha.
よかった。もう少し早く帰っていたら、岡部さんと入れ違いになっているところでした。
もしかして俺を待っていたのか？
はい。と言っても別に大した用があったわけじゃないんです。差し入れを持ってきただけで。
Aw, that's sweet of you. Whoa! Daru had already eaten about half the
い
box!
ただき物ですから。皆さんでどうぞ。
Nice!
そうか。ありがとう。
I've never actually had steamed manju buns before, but they sound good. Like, I don't know what manju is, but steamed and buns? I like food that's steamed, and I like buns.
つうか、ルカシ、時間大丈夫なん？
Lukako looked up at the clock and started to fidget. He ate most of the buns, unbased and cringe. Hey, he was just appreciating Luca's generosity. They're delish. I'll take your word for it. And I'll take that as a recommendation. If I'm ever at like a restaurant that serves them, I'll give them a shot.
実はこの後、お家にお客さんが来ることになってるんです。
客？
Oh, okay.
ルカ子のか？
いえ、父のお客さんです。なぜか僕にも同席してほしいと言われまして、父は普段同じ趣味を持った人を呼んで長い時間話し込んだりするんです。難しい話ばかりで僕にはよく理解できないので、普段はお茶を出すぐらいしかしないんですけど、どうして同席してほしいと言われたのか。
Gotta love the depressed cat plushie in the background. I don't know if that's depressed. I think that's a 1,000-yard stare. Good ones are mildly sweet, so a dessert but not overwhelming. Oh, okay. I thought it was like a meat bun type of thing. Interesting. I need to try meat buns too. Those sound really good.
難しい話って
1,000 coffee
宗教とかそ
stare?
っち系の話か？
Lukako's family ran the Yanabayashi Shrine, one of the oldest in Akihabara.
そういうわけではないみたいなんですけど、この前のお客さんとは有明がどうとか晴海の頃はどうとか、そういうお話をしてました。
Oh. Luigi death stare.
晴海有明
They can be meat, but also bean paste. Oh, okay. Weren't those
さ
places?
すがルカシのパパ、恐ろしい子。
岡部さんや橋田さんはわかるんですか？
まあなんとなくは
Well, tell me.
な。でも
Is
その話はまた今度だ。客が来るなら早く帰った方がいい。
それじゃあ僕はこれで。
What is bean paste? I'm pretty sure it's like it's a paste made out of like red beans. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I know you can get red bean paste mochi. I want to try that because the last time that I've tried mochi, it was bubble milk tea flavored. I want to try something a little bit more traditional this time. It's because I wasn't sure if I'd even like mochi. I wasn't sure if I'd like the texture of it, which is generally like a big deal breaker with me in foods. Like there are times where I'll like the taste of something, but the texture of it makes me want to throw up. So I was like, okay, I'll buy the mochi in a flavor that I know that I like, so that this way I can at least, you know, it's a familiar taste, but an unfamiliar texture. But I did end up liking the texture of mochi. So I'd like to try red bean mochi next time, because I'm pretty sure that's the traditional. Mushed beans used as a substitute for sugar. Where do you buy mochi? Oh, there's like an Asian supermarket, the next town over from mine. Pretty lucky that it's so close, actually. Not close enough that I can go to it regularly now that I don't have a car, but, I mean, close enough that I can get it every once in a while. They have, like, fucking 30 flavors of Pocky there, too. It's awesome. Also, I've wanted to see, because they also have a small makeup section there. There's some really cute stuff. Bean paste sounds nasty. I mean, depends on the kind of bean you're using. A little treat here and there is great. No, not coffee. Pocky. Pocky, like the sticks. Like the sticks that are dipped in like chocolate or different flavors. Pocky is really good. I should check to see what they have in terms of coffee. Heck, that'd make a good Christmas gift for somebody. Pocky is also good. It is. The love story starter sticks. I just eat them in my apartment while I'm playing video games. God, it's been ages since I've had Pocky too. Maybe tomorrow I'll take a... I'll see if, like... I'll see if my brother can drive me to the fucking Asian grocery store. Adzuki beans are sweet if treated right. Okay, fair enough. He bowed deeply and disappeared out the door. I watched him go, then sat down on the sofa.
前よりは
メイクインじゃね？今日は来てないよ。
Uh-oh. Then I guess I'll have to wait a little. That penguin? Nah, he's just got an idea. He's going Eureka!
そういえばオカリン、さっきの電話だけどさ。
Streaming is bad for Novella life choices.
なんだった？
I mean, to be fair, yesterday I was about to order, I was about to order food and then I was like, no, Novella, you have to be normal. You have to be normal. You have food in your apartment. Don't order out, that costs extra money. There was a yellow penguin in the background last frame. Oh, I didn't see it. Yeah, it's like this is the small bit of willpower I have shown this week. So, but either way, that's why I don't feel bad about being like, oh yeah, I'll go get snacks, because it's still cheaper than, you know, ordering food, because that costs so much nowadays. Like, there's a sushi place in the town that I live in that also sells gyoza, and it's really good, and I love ordering it. Like, I will literally order, like, 2 of the biggest servings of gyoza, and that'll be my full meal. Unfortunately, with all of the, like, fees and shit on Uber Eats, it costs, like, $10, sometimes even $15 extra to get it delivered to me. It's like this one meal costs, like, $25, $30. It's like, I can't afford that. Do I look like the kind of person who has money? Anyway. He was probably talking about the phone call I'd placed to him before I went to see the professor.
あれは気にしないでくれ。多分俺の勘違いだ。
Uber, ew. Listen, it's like my options are Skip the Dishes, which basically has like nothing in my town anymore. Skip the Dishes has become a grocery app in my town because so many restaurants have exclusive deals with Uber Eats now. And I don't even know if Grubhub or DoorDash are in Canada. So I don't really have much of a choice. Which is unfortunate because they charge out the ass.
そうなん？だったらいいけどさ。
Novella Spike Spiegel, Cipher, asking if they look like they got money. I'm glad someone got the reference. I've also gotta watch that too. Oh, my to-do list, my to-watch list keeps expanding and I keep doing nothing about it. I remember the strange sensation I'd experienced. I live right next door to stores, so I can relate. Fair. I will say, I have considered at least a few times, because when I go to the gym, I'm on the elliptical for like an hour. Can't relate? Fair enough. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like, the only places that are close to me, like, the only restaurants close to me are, like, there's a McDonald's, there's a Popeyes, and then, like, 5 blocks away, there's a fucking Subway. Those are my options if I want something close to me. If I want anything else, I either have to walk for 45 minutes to, and then 45 minutes back, or I have to just use a delivery service. It's unfortunate. No mom and pop? Nah. Unfortunately, in a lot of small towns in Canada, and a lot of, like, the smaller cities, I mean, if you go downtown, there's lots of mom and pops, but, I do not live downtown. That costs money, baby. But yeah, so... Oh, fuck, what was I about to say? Shit. Fuck! lost my train of thought. Alright, I guess we're gonna keep playing the game. That's my sign that I should just keep playing Steins Gate! I remembered the strange sensation I'd experienced. I'd wondered if it was a world line jump, but several hours had passed and nothing had changed. Actually, I wasn't even sure I'd really experienced it anymore. Memories were like that. Especially for me.
それにしてもハルミとはさすがはルカシのパパベテラン戦士っすな
戦士がどうしたって？
Oh, Susaha. Hi! Susaha got back before my Yuri
ル
did.
カ兄さんのお父さんって戦士なの？
How come he gets to be brother when I'm stuck being Uncle Okarin? Gotta love the unopened action figure. It's like the scene in Across the Spider-Verse where Gwen is like, why is it still in the box? And takes it out. Every time. Okay, I have gone to like 3 different viewings of Across the Spider-Verse, and every time at least someone goes, ooh, whenever she like opens the action figure. Just cringing in pain. It's great.
そうだおそれも戦士の中の戦士歴戦の強者と言っても過言じゃないのだぜ
Okay, daughter, you could be talking about 2 different things right now, and I'm not sure which one it is. Collector pain, they did it on purpose. Oh, absolutely! They absolutely did it to cause the collectors in the audience pain.
へえ。
It's great.
そうなんだ。でもルカ兄さんの家って確か神職だと聞いたけど。ああ、そうか。神職の人も昔は兵士だったって言うよね。
She convinced herself.
確かにルカ兄さんはすごかったし、納得だ。
Why buy something when you're not going to use it? I mean, for decoration. Just waiting for... You mean Spider-Verse 3, where the Spot creases his chase? I love that. God, I'm just remembering, like, one of my favorite Spider-Verse comics is, like, it's the Spot talking about how he was, like, trying to do his taxes and he accidentally, like, warped them to another dimension. He's like, how am I supposed to do my taxes now, Spider-Man? It's just such a dumb concept for, like, a villain to be mad at a superhero over. Fucking amazing. Amazing? Oh, he's reacting! Okay, Okabe, in like, 10 years, there's gonna be a movie come out. It's gonna be called Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and it's gonna be fucking great. And then there's gonna be a sequel movie, and it's gonna come out 3 years later, okay? And it has this villain called the Spot, and, he blames Spider-Man for becoming what he is. So he wants to kill, Miles' whole family. This is what's happening in the future, and they're good movies, and that's what's amazing. What's amazing is that there was like a fan comic about the Spot accidentally teleporting his tax documents into another dimension. He doesn't like it! He doesn't like Spider-Verse! What? No, Nightbot! Not now! He doesn't like Spider-Verse. The one time I've been able to directly communicate to the protagonist of a game that I'm playing is just to tell them about Spider-Verse and they don't like it. I'm literally crying. Didn't like Spider-Man? Unbased. Cringe, Snorlax, looking nerd emoji, side character energy. What is that, a 5th wall break? I think so. We're finding new dimensions to these walls around the fiction that didn't even exist before now. Okay. Composure, composure. Okabe, unlike Ryunosuke, is aware of the anime girls living in his head. that was a ceiling break! God. It still felt awkward looking at Suzuha. I'd avoided coming to the lab mostly to avoid seeing her.
わかりおじさん、そんな顔しないでよ。
Evidently, she couldn't read my thoughts just from the look on my face. She seemed upset.
私のことを避けてるのは分かってるからさ。
お前が悪いわけじゃないんだけどな。
つうか鈴葉、今日もこんな時間まで何してたん？はっ、もしかしてどこかの男とデートとか？いけません。そんな僕に誰とも知らない男とのお付き合いなんてお父さんは許しませんよ。
Dude, you haven't even married her mom yet! And you're already a shotgun father!
違うよ。そんなんじゃない。
I'm just imagining, like, Suzuha gets a boyfriend and, you know, brings him to meet her parents, and Taru tries to do the thing where it's like, you know, he's like messing with a shotgun while talking to his daughter's boyfriend, but instead of like a shotgun, it's just like a replica katana from like an anime that he likes. He even sounds like Snorlax, but if he was dubbed by Garfield on Helium. John Titor Dadcore.
本当に？
I thought it was a joke, but evidently he was serious about it. His tone was far less joking than usual. Must be hard being a dad.
本当だって。
Huh?
だったら父さんの目を見て言いなさい。
Wait. Oh, okay. I completely missed over the no, it's nothing like that line because I was so fixated on the idea of like Daru trying to intimidate Suzuha's like future boyfriend by polishing like an anime sword.
父さんがそれ言う？
どういう意味なのそれ？
He's got like the Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts. It like doesn't even look like a weapon. The boyfriend's just like, what the fuck are you doing? He borrowed Luca's sword. Oh my god, that's a good idea.
母さんというものがありながら、いっつもそこで変なゲームばかりやってるじゃないか。
Truly a father-daughter moment. And a wholesome one at least.
2次元と3次元はあくまで別物ですし。
お前、2次元も3次元も関係ないって前に言ってなかったか？
おかりん、そういうことここで言う？売れてるなんて人よ。
Dude looks like he owns an NFT katana. Okay, we love Daru slander in this house, but that's going too far. I'm joking. I feel like Daru wouldn't be into NFTs though because, you know, he is a hacker. He understands tech shit. He'd look at them and go like, hey, this is all being used for scams. Like, why would I be into this? I'd never been on Daru's side when it came to his hobbies, though. Luca becomes a samurai? Nah, he just has a sword. He would save image. He would! Daru wouldn't trust the blockchain. Exactly. Daru understands computers, which means that he would not trust them. He would not trust the blockchain.
Go home. とにかくそういうことなら今日は何をしていたのか父さんに言いなさい。
何って？
やましいことがないなら言えるはずだよ。
Oh, she was probably tracking down that, whoever had seen her and Ferris on the roof before. Because there was like a 2-week time skip between the two, right? Daru would totally be into NFTs. He would have so many NFTs that are being held at random if rich venture capitalists want them back. Oh, you know, that's a fair point. He would be someone who would just, like, take NFTs from people's accounts and be like, oh, well, you know, Like, specifically, like, rich people's accounts. Being held at ransom. Yes, exactly. That's the only way I could see him being into NFTs. He would use his hacker skills to, like, take them from rich people and, like, ask for ransom to get them back. And that would, like, that would fund his snacks and H games. Suzuha glanced at me and then sighed in resignation.
人を探していたんだ。
人？それってやっぱ男？
違うって言ってるじゃないか。小さな女の子。うん。今は
Oh,
も
right,
う
Kagari.
私より年上になっちゃってるか。
That was a strange way to put it. I glanced over at Daru, who looked back at me.
実はさ、私が乗ってきたタイムマシンにはもう一人乗っていたんだ。
なんだって。
すずは、そんなん初耳なんだけど。
今まで話してなかったからね。
She was looking down at her feet, and I could see that she regretted bringing it up.
その同乗者は何者だ？今どうしてるんだ？
どうしているかはわからない。
わからないって。
はぐれちゃったんだよね。1998年にここ秋葉原で。
1998. That would have been 12 years ago. That's when I was born. That's the year I came into this world. And God's regretted it ever since. So it wasn't just Suzuha who came from the future. It took some time for the meaning of that to sink in.
でも、なんでそんなことになったん？
私とその子は IBN5100 を探すためにはじめ1975年に飛んだ。理由はおじさんならわかるよね。
I nodded silently.
なんとか無事に IBN5100 を手に入れた私たちは今度は1998年に飛んだ。2000年問題を回避するミッションのためにね。
What is this Doctor Who plot? I mean, hey, it's Steins Gate. This is what it is. It's all time travel, baby. Now all we need is the Shadow Wizard Money Gang? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Scarlet. What cartoon are you talking about? It sounds interesting. A problem where old computers would supposedly have errors after the year 2000. Almost all old computers stored only the last 2 digits of the year in order to save the memory. For this reason, when 1999 became 2000, the computer's data would change from 99 to 0. Since the programs were never equipped to handle this, it was thought that computers would treat the year as 1900 and malfunction. While an error within a home user's computer would not be a severe issue, a malfunction in a medical, financial, or military computer could cause disaster. For this reason, all these programs across the world were rewritten by hand, starting in the mid-1990s. The process was successful, and January 1st, 2000 came and went without serious incident. It's a meme? I've never heard of this meme, I'm sorry. Feral cat update. Oh, hell yeah. He ran up to me for a snack and ate from my hand. Stopped, looked up, hissed, then went back to eating and walked away. Oh man, I've read about that. It's like, I feel like I've told this to you before, actually, but it's like, feral cats haven't been around humans enough to, like, maintain the behavior of meowing, because that's technically something that, in the wild, only kittens would do. They keep it around humans because we communicate vocally so often, so they know that that's how to communicate with us. But around other cats, it's mostly body language. So, feral cats will hiss instead of meow because they don't know what other sound to make. It's very funny. They're trying to be nice, but they come off as dicks. Can't wait for tin cans to start yelling exterminate. Shadow Wizard Money Gang, much like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, is everything written on the title. So it's like that one GIF. That one GIF. Wait a minute. We're pausing the game so I can show you all another GIF. I hope I have it on my computer, actually. Best GIF. Oh my god, I don't have it. Oh my god, I don't have it! This is the worst day of my life. So the gif I was thinking of, it's this like rotoscoped animation of this like wizard dude, like jumping up in front of a soldier, knocking his gun away, taking a huge fucking drag from a cigar and then handing it to the soldier. Okay, I don't know what y'all are talking about. I'm sorry. And I wish I could show you this GIF because it goes hard. But, oh well, I don't have it on the computer. I probably have it on my phone. Okay, I could like jerry-rig this, but it will take some time. So, I'll keep playing the game in the meantime. Ah, stop giving me notifications.
2000年問題
That was one of the big events at the end of the last century, along with Nostradamus' prophecy. Is this from that 70s cartoon where the wizard's best spell is a Glock? I don't know. I just saw this GIF and I was like, ah, this goes hard. But in the end, after all the fuss made by the media and pundits... Pundits? I don't know how to pronounce that word. I've only seen it written. Nothing really happened. I mean, that's because everyone worked really fucking hard to get everything fixed so nothing would go wrong. Was that because John Titor had come from the future to fix it? Best spell was the shadow coin. That was S tier.
その1998年にトラブルが起きてその子とはぐれちゃったんだ。
それではぐれたままタイムマシンで跳躍したのか。
仕方なかったんだ。あの子は自分からタイムマシンを飛び出してしまったし、それに。
She must have remembered something because she swallowed her words with a bitter expression.
もちろん、私だって探した。燃料の残量が許す限り、何度も細かいタイムトラベルを繰り返して、あの子の姿を探し回った。でも。
In the end, she'd never managed to find her.
大体の事情は分かったけどさ、どうして今までそんな大事なことを黙ってたん？
I sure love the taste of words, my favorite being beans.
あの子を見失ったのは私の落ち度だ。ちゃんと自分で責任を取りたかったんだ。
Hanging around sci-fi nerds makes me not enjoy science fiction as much hanging around people whose sanity is just as questionable as mine. That's fair. See, I like it because I like my sanity getting worse. It's why I use Tumblr.
水臭いな。
Daughter's words were soft.
僕たち親子だろ。困った時は頼ってくれてもいいのだぜ。
Aw, that's really sweet of him.
その子を探せばいいんだろ。だったら僕らも手伝う。な、オカリン。
なって俺もか。
当たり前だろ。別に未来を変えてくれっつってるわけじゃないんだし、それくらいやってくれてもいいっしょ。
I still can't find this fucking GIF. I am paying attention to the game, don't worry about that. But, like, where did I do this? Where did I put this? Where did I download it to? I know I saved this fucking GIF! It's bothering me now! This sucks! Okay, just one moment. I'm going to look in, like, a couple more places on my computer. Honestly, I think I've hyped it up too much now. Downloading skillissue.exe. Well. Alright. I'll try to find it. I'll post it to my Twitter. No, I was looking through my phone. What I was doing was, as I was reading the game, I had my phone, like, right below it, and I was swiping through my images and looking at my peripheral vision. And whenever I would see a GIF, I would, like, glance down for a second. But I can't find it. I can't find it. I'll look through my phone and stuff again in the future, and post it on my Twitter and just say, this is what I was talking about. Or maybe like, this is what it's all about, baby. Something along those lines. Follow my Twitter if you want to see what the hell I'm talking about. This is gonna age really badly in the VOD, actually. Because you're gonna look at my Twitter and there's gonna be 10,000 posts that are not this GIF. Or actually, it could age badly because Twitter might explode. Who knows?
Ma.
To be honest, after refusing all her requests to save the world, I was feeling a little guilty. I'd like to help her if I could, but I wanted to know what she'd do after she found her.
で、その子の名前と年齢は？ちなみに可愛い女の子だよね。男とか言ったら父さん許さないぞ。
女だよ。
OK。名前とスリーセンス
Why is that a tip? No, no, no! Daru! Be normal. Okay, this is the most useful Wikipedia entry ever! That's like not even net slang! That's just how people write!
3サイズなんて知らないよ。だって別れた時のあの子は10歳だったんだから。
幼女か。
No! No! No!
じゃあ今は22歳になってるはずだな。
名前
Oh my god. What if one of Mayuri's friends is Kagari?
名前は
Shot in the
カガ
dark.
リ。椎名カガリって言うんだ。
シーナ。
The name was an unusual one. The game doesn't go into it, but okay, actually is slang. Yeah, but it's the fact that it says that it's net slang specifically. It's like, yes, it's slang. It's not from the internet, though. A girl who was part of Daru's group in the future, who had the name Sheena.
すずは、まさかその子って。
うん。彼女の母親の名
Can't
前
remember
は
what it stands for.
椎名真由
Not
里。
sure. I would assume that because of like the syllables being similar, it could be like short for all clear. Like, I could see all clear getting like mutated into okay. Because all you gotta do is like change the A a little bit and then like just kind of like slur the word clear. Maybe. It's kind of a stretch.
カガリは真由姉さんの子供なんだ。
Mayuri's daughter. Of course, it was possible Mayuri would choose to have a child in the future. But the fact that I never even thought about it made the shock that much worse. If she had a daughter, she must have had a partner. You're getting the wrong idea. And that partner couldn't be me, because I died in 2025. That being said, is dictionary... I don't know if... I don't know. Because yeah, okay, here, I read this. Wait a second. If she was 10 in 2036, then she would have been born in 2026. I'd have to learn more, but if I died in 2025, wasn't it just possible, maybe, barely, that it could be me? That just couldn't be. Just like Suzuha had appeared before Daru, she was going to appear before me? Who was the dad? I couldn't ask.
あれ？ちょい待ち。シーナってことは、名字はそのままってことだよね。ってことは。
カガリは戦災孤児だよ。身寄りがなかった彼女を真由姉さんが引き取って育てたんだ。
You just made Okabe panic over nothing.
ああ、 なんかそれまゆしらしいかも。
Heart attack central. I realized that I was relieved in more ways than one, and I hated myself a little for it. Even if she did marry someone else in the future, as long as that made her happy, it was for the best.
私はまゆ姉さんからかがりを頼むって言われたんだ。だからこんなことになっちゃいけなかった。あの子はいつだってまゆ姉さんにべったりだったし、この時代には知り合いなんているはずもないから、きっとずっと心細い思いをしてるはずなんだ。
Panic attack for sale, only for however much this game is, 80% off. Would she have time to get married? Probably not. I mean, it is war. I feel like there aren't a lot of marriages happening then.
その子はどうしてはぐれてしまったんだ。さっきトラブルと言ったが。
If she'd come to a new era in the time machine at 10 years old, Suzuha would have been the only person she could rely on. There was no way she'd leave Suzuha and run off on her own.
私にもわからない。ただ
Unofficial
過去に
marriages,
飛んでから
definitely.
のかがりは精神的にかなり不安定だった。
That made sense, come to think of it. A young girl just 10 years old was suddenly taken to a world where she knew no one. Of course she'd be
そ
scared.
の子の写真か何かはある？
あ、うん。
She showed me a tattered picture with 2 girls in it. One was an adult woman. I couldn't see her face, but maybe it was Mayuri. 20 years from now. I mean, yeah, it's the same outfit. Or a similar one. Hiding behind her was another girl. Was that Kagari Shina?
この子が22歳に成長してるわけか。いまいち想像がつかないな。
That is, if she was still alive. Even if Japan was a safe, peaceful country, it would be hard for a young girl to get by on her own. If she was lucky, someone might take her in and give her to an orphanage, but if she wasn't, Suzuha was probably well aware of that possibility, so I didn't bring it up.
なおかりん、協力してくれよ。
まゆりの養女なんだろう。だったら見つけてやりたいさ。でも鈴葉はいいのか？俺が手伝っても。
I felt sure that Suzuha was disgusted with me. I had a chance to save the world and I had given up. Would she want help from a person like that?
おじさんさえ良ければ人手は大いに越したことはないと思うから。
そうか。だったら手を貸せよ。
The spinning ring is the best character here. Yeah, so deep. It's so complex. There are gonna be video essays written about this ring. Of course, I didn't think this would make up for that.
ありがとう。
マユシーの幼女がどうしたの？
Oh! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Cat's out of the bag. Everyone turned around at the sudden voice.
おかり、本当に待っててくれたんだね。
Mayuri?
どうしたの？
The moment I saw her, I finally relaxed.
よかった。まゆり。
I took her small hands in mine and felt the warmth. She was alive.
おかり？
すまない。
別に嫌じゃないから大丈夫。
まゆ姉さん、いつからいたの？
今来たばっかりだよ。
I was careless. I was so focused on what Suzuha was saying that I didn't see Mayuri come into the room.
ねえねえ、マユシーの幼女がなんとかって聞こえたけど、何の話をしてたのかな？
それはその。
Is that a sword in the background? I think Daughter's covering it now. Either that or it was on the other screen and I didn't notice. Lends credence to my theory before, though. Crap. Mayuri knew that Suzuha was from the future, but telling her about her future daughter would be going too far. I needed to change the subject.
マユリはまだまだ幼い。つまり幼女だと言っていたんだよ。な。
え、あ、そうそう。マユシは幼女かわいい。
童顔だってよく言われるんだ。ユキさんみたいに大人っぽくなりたいんだけどね。
See, I had the exact opposite experience in high school. I was told that I looked older than my age. And I was always like, I don't know if I should take that as a compliment. Because of course, like, a lot of people want to look younger. So, I was like, I don't know, man. Well, that would be true, but Okabe isn't that old. It's true, but I mean, it's an excuse.
食べる量だけは立派に大人かもしれないな。
へへ。
That wasn't a compliment, Mayuri. That was enough to distract her, evidently.
そうだ。
Okay, good.
食べ物といえば、オカリンはクリスマスに何か食べたいものある？
クリスマス？パーティーのことか。
This song is a fucking bop.
別に何でもいいぞ。食べられるものならな。
クリスマスパーティーか。すずさんは初めて？私たちの時代はパーティーなんてやってる余裕なかったからね。でも一度だけ父さんがどこからか美味しいチキンを調達してきてくれたことがあったっけ。それをマヨ姉さんが調理するって言って父さんが止めて。
Even in the future, Mayuri's a bad cook. Suzuha was looking at Mayuri as if she was remembering the past, or future, as the case may be.
いつもよりほんの少しだけごちそうってだけだったけど、それでも嬉しかったな。
Aww. In the future, when World War III was going on, there probably wasn't much time for celebration. She has the cooking skill issue on God, for real, for real. But even then, Mayuri was still Mayuri, trying her best to make everyone happy.
ダルくんは何か欲しいものある？
僕は可愛い女の子がサンタコスしてくれればそれだけでお腹いっぱいだお。
料理はどれくらいいるかな。ユキさんと一緒に用意する予定なんだけどね。そうだ、ルカ君やフェリシちゃんにも手伝ってもらおうかな。
In the future, humor is randomly generated. Mayuri's head was full of thoughts about the Christmas party, it seemed.
オカリンは誰かパーティーに呼びたい人いる？
I love that game over emoji. That's so good.
俺は別に。
Maho. I almost said no, but then I remembered someone. Maho Hyajo. She said Christmas is something you always spend with your family, but... Many characters look like cats in this series. It's true. But it's fun, though.
いや、特には。
What? Coward! Invite her to the party. She'd appreciate it. How is she going to spend her Christmas? It was after I walked Mayuri home. The second I was alone, I started thinking about this afternoon. If that really was a world line change, then what was the cause? The most likely possibility was that someone had succeeded in developing something like the phone wave. In the darkest timeline, humor is AI SpongeBob and live TikTok. Don't say that, don't say that. You go knocking on enough doors asking for the devil and he's going to respond. Don't tempt fate. Don't make Apollo throw the dodgeball of prophecy at you. We were able to make one. There was no reason someone else couldn't. Another possibility was that... No, there was no use in thinking about it. I was just mistaken. And even if the world line did change, we weren't the cause. We didn't have anything to do with it anymore. Whenever I was alone, I always ended up thinking about things that wouldn't do me any good. I feel ya, bud. I took the phone out of my pocket and tapped the icon.
Hello.
Kurisu's expression was as self-satisfied as ever.
こんな時間にどうかした?
Live TikTok streams are a unique horror. They give us pushing buttons to make picture fly. I don't know what that means. I haven't touched TikTok in my entire life. I refuse to. The way that I see it, the good TikToks will all breach containment and end up on other sites anyways. So why would I sort through all of the garbage to find the good stuff when other people are already going to be doing that for me? There are some good TikToks though, like there's that one that's like, hey, where are these hoses at? Hey, fuck your life. Bing bong. And then the guy throws a pigeon in the room. Vine's based. It is, but it's just like, I feel like at this point I'm kind of like, this is gonna be a very hot take. I am sick of Vine compilations. Not in the sense of like character Vine compilations are still fun, but it's just like, there was a limited pool of like really funny, really notable Vines. All of them, I've seen them all before. It's like they aren't as funny anymore. Okabe is calling his girlfriend. Yeah, he's calling his replica.
いや、なんとなく話がしたくなって。迷惑だったか？
別に迷惑ってことはないわ。あんたと話すことは私のためにもなるんだし。
She was an AI after all. She wouldn't be bothered no matter the hour.
先輩とは会ってきたのよね。
ああ。
何の話をしたの？
何って、お前とのやりとりについて報告をしただけだが。
それだけ？どこかへ誘ったりは？
まだそんなこと言ってるのか？八条さんに言ってみろ。また怒られるぞ。
だってようやく先輩にも運が向いてきたかもしれないんだもの。せっかくのチャンスを掴んでもらいたいでしょ。
Kurisu seemed insistent on getting me and Maho together. Sheesh. Doesn't she have other things to think about? Things to think about? Would she have anything to say about that other matter?
なあ、ちょっと相談なんだが、消息不明になった人を探すにはどうすればいい？
随分と唐突ね。
身近でそんな話があったんだよ。でも自分たちじゃどうすればいいのかわからなくてな。
詳しく教えて。
She leaned forward, suddenly interested. She really was a curious girl.
それが
言えないことなの？
俺だけの問題じゃないからな。
それで相談に乗ってくれって言われても無理がある。
だよな。
Ah, God. I really have to fix my sleep schedule again. It was almost fixed. And then I was a dumbass. And it went back to the way that it was before. And I started going to bed at like 2 and 3 and 4 a.m. again. So now I'm trying to fix it again. Someday I'll learn.
一般論でいいんだ。意見を聞かせてくれるだけで。
そうね。一番いいのは警察に行くことね。
That was the obvious and correct answer.
あとは更新所に頼むとか、過去の新聞記事を当たるとか。あ、でもそういうことはもうやってるか。
Private investigator, a company that investigates corporations or individuals, most commonly used to do background checks on prospective marriage partners or clients, or to see if a spouse is cheating.
どうかな。
ど そんなこともやらずに探そうとしてるの？
俺も今日聞かされたばかりなんだ。後で確認してみる。
But Kagari was from the future, and Suzuha didn't have any personal documents in this era either, which meant that it was unlikely she'd gone to anybody in the government.
アメリカなんかではダウジング屋通して人探しをやるなんて人もいるよな。
まさかあんな何の科学的根拠もないものを信じるとでも？
It's true.
いや、言ってみただけだ。
よかった。もしそうだとでも言ったら二度と話なんかしないところだったわ。
She really was just like Kurisu.
ありがとう。参考になったよ。
見つかることを祈ってるわ。
ああ、それと
何？
いや、なんでもない。
何？気になるでしょ。
本当になんでもないんだ。それじゃあ今日はこれで。
Why was I just about to say that? I was just about to tell her about Mayuri's Christmas party, to see if she wanted to go. Kurisu was just an AI. She only existed inside of a computer. Did he mention they were looking for a sheet? Let me go back. Here, I'm trying to read through all this. I don't know about that. Oh. He didn't! That's so easy to miss. Thank you for pointing that out to me. Oh, man. Like, what does that mean? She only existed inside of a computer. I guess I was just starting to see her as real. I didn't even notice that until just now.
どう？
Damn.
父さん。
Alright.
何か
So I'm gonna save, and I think we're gonna close off here. But that was, actually, just a second, gotta double save. Always gotta double save. Just to be safe. And let's go to the just chatting screen. Oh god, there's Spider-Man! Spider-Man jump scare! This has been a very Spider-Man heavy stream, huh? Alright. Surely it's just a writing problem. I don't trust like that. Also, what the fuck? I have it set to refresh the browser whenever the scene becomes active, and yet it doesn't. It doesn't do it. Anyways, but yeah, that was super interesting. We have learned a little bit. Learned a little bit about the Kagari situation. Learned that Okabe does not like Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Oh, man. I'm gonna post that clip to Twitter. I have to. I mean, I'm gonna go get my slushie first, but then I'm gonna post that to Twitter because that is too fucking funny. I can't believe that happened. How am I getting good gameplay moments in a visual novel? Oh, man. I guess Steins Gate 0 is just built different. But yeah, that was a really good time. On an unrelated note, you would be surprised how much hard science fiction turns into Dragon Ball Z. Fair, fair. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if I have too much else to say. I think that was pretty much it. That was pretty much my last tangent before the end of the stream. Have you not heard of the Goku particles? I haven't. I'm just imagining, like, you look under a microscope and it's just a bunch of very tiny Dragon Balls in the Petri dish. That's what I'm thinking of whenever you're saying, like, Goku particles. They are known for gathering energy from its surrounding environments. Okay, I'm gonna look up Goku particles. This isn't a real thing. This is also gaslighting. I knew it! I knew it! God damn it. Alright. Anyways. Before I go on 10 million... Oh yeah, there are bugs that got named after Pokemon, right? Like, isn't there a protein in the human brain that's called Pikachurin because it, like, transmits electrical signals very, very quickly or something like that? I think I read about that once. But, yeah, it's shocking. I mean, shocking! Scientists are nerds! Who would have thought? Anyway. So, let's get into the usual end of stream stuff. There's a sonic particle that reacts negatively to a robotic particle. Okay, I think I have read about that before. So I believe this isn't a gaslight. That one is real? Okay, I thought so! I thought so! Okay, end of stream stuff before we start talking about different particles that were named after fictional characters. So, if you like what you saw, and you want to catch the next stream, I don't think there's gonna be a moment better than the Spider-Man one, but like, I mean, if we can get close, that'd be cool. I'd be happy with that, and plus, we've still got a whole story to get through. The original Steins Gate streams, like, I did like 10 of those. We're on like number, what, like 4? No, I did a lot more than 10 then, because I was on Steins Gate for a while. And I was doing 3 streams a week back then. I'm not doing that anymore. I have gotten too many hobbies, and I have started doing things in real, and it just does not leave me enough time and energy to do shit on here as often. Sound of crying. But, yeah, so, if you want to catch the next one, it'll be next Tuesday, 6 p.m. And, yeah, we'll be going off of, what happened this time. Which, fucking, obviously, what am I saying? It's the end of stream, I'm losing my brain cells. Follow Twitter. I will fix the Tumblr eventually. It's just, I've gotta find the time, or mostly just to find the words to write out an FAQ of some sort, and also figure what all my tags are gonna look like on there. So, you know, that's something. But you reminded me that I gotta update my Lobotomy Corporation fanfic. Oh god, that's a mood. I remember in high school when I used to write fanfiction a lot, every now and again I would remember, like, all the fanfics that I had left, like, orphaned. And I was like, oh no. Unfortunately, I will say, y'all would never be able to find any of my old fanfics online because they're under an old username that I don't use on anything and haven't used on anything since, like, 2014. And also, I literally, like, I've deleted all of my fanfics off of fanfiction.net, like, a long time ago. That must have been, like, 2016-ish. And then also the rest of them were on the official Warrior Cats forums, which are also deleted and gone. So, I can talk about my fanfic days. Y'all are never gonna find out. More painful because of Limbus updates to the lore that help the story. Oh, damn. Well, best of luck with your fanfic writing. I am gonna go get a slushie and then, edit clips. I mean, then again, I can't tell if it's raining outside. It is windy as fuck. It's fucking windy. So, I don't know, man. Slushie might not be for today, but oh well. Anyways, have a great night, everyone. You should get a slushie too. It's summer. Treat yourself. And 100th Assassin, I don't know what you mean. If there's a video about that, posted in the Valor Valkyrie Discord. Please, please, please. Alright. Good night, everyone. Eat a slushie. Have fun. Don't hurt yourselves. It's so hard for me to not say be safe, have fun, because that's the perfect fucking stream outro. Val. Ah! Val has corrupted me. I have become corrupted by my friends. Alright. Good night. Bye. I'll see you all next time. I'm so bad at ending these streams.